Okay, welcome you to my channel. It's Barnabas Munezi. Okay, so this is the continuation from number 8. So this is number 9A. So it's June 2025 Maths paper 1 Zimsec. Okay, so let's continue. So don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is number 9A. So the question says a solid object has a mass of 300 kgs and a volume of 2 cubic meters. Calculate the density of the object. It's a 2-mark question. So the calculate the density. So density is equals to mass per unit volume. Okay, so this is the formula. So it's equal to, our mass is 300 kgs over 2 cubic meters. So it's 2 1, 2, here is what? It's 1, remember 1, here is 5, here is 0. So it's 150 kgs per what? Per cubic meter. So this is our final solution. So the density of an object of mass 300 kgs and the volume of 2 cubic meters is 150 kgs per cubic meter. This is the solution. Okay, let's move to the next question, which is number 9B. Number 9. Question 9B. Okay. Question 9B. A solid object is a mass of 300 kgs and volume of 2 cubic centimeters. Sorry, it's 2 cubic meters. Full stop. Calculate the volume of similar object, given that its mass is 975 kgs. Okay, a solid object is a mass of 300 kgs and a volume of 2 cubic meters. Calculate the volume of the similar object, given that its mass is this one. So it means we are to calculate the volume of similar object. Okay, so it is given that 300 kgs is equivalent to what? To 2 cubic meters. So what about for 975 kgs? Do we have a larger volume or a smaller volume? For 975, it means it's more. So if it's more, it means a large number on top and a smaller number below, then multiplied by this volume. So it becomes 975 over 300 multiplied by 2 cubic meters. Therefore, here it's kgs and here it's kgs. So these kgs will cancel each other. Then we are left with cubic meters, and we multiply. So it's 975 divided by 300, and our answer becomes 3.25 multiplied by 2. It becomes what? It becomes 6.5 cubic meters. So the volume which is occupied by 975 kgs of the similar object is 6.5 cubic meters. Okay, so let's move to question number 10. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share and like the video so that we can continue to produce free content on YouTube. Okay, so question number 10. Question number 10 is like this. It's a quadratic function like this. It's just a sketch. Here's x-axis, then here's y-axis, then here's letter M, letter L, letter M, then here's O, then here's K. Okay, before proceeding or before attempting our question, let me tell you one thing about these functions. Okay, one thing about these functions we have to know. This is a quadratic function. Okay, a quadratic function is in the form y is equals to x squared. Okay, let's say ax squared plus bx plus let's say c. So this is the form of the quadratic function. Okay, so if the coefficient of x squared is positive, we get this, the graph with the shape like this one. So it is a minimal maximum turning point. This one is the turning point. Okay, if it is negative, the graph, it will be like this. Okay, so it will have a maximum turning point. So at a turning point, the value of x at a turning point, which is this one, the value of x is 0. Then when our graph cuts the x-axis, the value of y is equal to 0. So because if we are at this point, we are decreasing, the value of y is decreasing. When it approaches this x-axis, it becomes 0. Then it will decrease. Then in this side, it's more like this value of x is also decreasing. If it reaches here, when it cuts the y-axis, the value of x at this point is 0. I think you get the logic. Okay, so let's try to attempt our question. Then our question, let's go to part A. So the question says the diagram is a sketch of y is equal to x squared plus x minus 12. Okay, then the graph cuts the y-axis at 0. Okay, it means this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, 0k. Okay, and what? Then it crosses the x-axis at L and M. I already told you that when the graph crosses the x-axis, the value of y is equal to 0. Okay, so part A, part A says write the value of k. Write the value of k. Okay, so we want to write the value of k. We want to find the value of k. But I already told you that the value of k is when x is equal to what? It's when x is equal to 0. It is the value of y when x is equal to what? Is equal to 0. So we are just using this equation. It is the value of y when x is equal to 0, because here the value of x are decreasing toward this point. When we reach this point, the value of x equals to 0. Therefore, y is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. But the value of k at this point is the value of k. It is the same as the value of y when x is equal to 0. Therefore, we substitute 0 here. So it's y is equals to 0 squared plus 0 plus, minus 12. This one. So these are the coordinates at this point. At this point, it is 0, k. So we just take these coordinates and substitute here. So here the y coordinate is what? It's k. So we're gonna put k here. Okay, so it means k is equal to -12. So the value of k is equal to the value of y when the value of x is equal to 0. That's why here is y, here it's k. So y is equal to k is equal to -12. Therefore the value of k is equal to -12. I think it's now clear for you. Okay, so let's move to the next part. The next part is find the length of L for the length of LM. Okay, find the length. Find part B. Find the length of LM. This one. So to know the length, okay, let's length of a line is a straight line. Length of a line is what? Square root of x1 minus x2 squared. Okay, x1 minus what? Minus x2 squared plus what? y1 minus y2 what? Squared. So this is the formula. So it means we have to find the coordinates here and the coordinates here. Okay, so how do we find the coordinates? We just use that equation. Okay, we have our equation. Our equation is what? Our equation is y is equal to x squared plus x minus what? Minus 4. But I already told you that the value of y at this point, the value of x at this point, is when y is equal to 0. So it means at the y coordinate here is already 0 and here is already 0. Then we have to find the value of what? The value of x. Therefore we have to come here and substitute y with 0. So our equation becomes 0 is equal to this one. Therefore we solve this quadratic equation. Our quadratic equation becomes x squared plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. As usual, it becomes x squared. Here is what? It's minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 is equal to 0. X minus 4 plus 3 x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore it becomes x plus 3 x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to what? To minus 3, or x is equal to 4. Therefore the value of x is minus 3 and the value of x is 4. So it means here is what? The coordinates here is 4, 0. Here is minus 3, 0. So these are our coordinates. Then after that we take these coordinates and substitute where? Here. So it becomes what? x1 minus x3. Okay, so it becomes what? It becomes x1 minus x3, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2, y1 minus. So these are value of x1 and x2. Okay, so let's come here. So this is x. Let's call this x1 and this one is x2. Then here is y1. Then here is y2. Okay, so we take what is equal to, this one is minus 3. Minus 3 minus what? Minus 4 squared plus, here is 0 minus 0 squared. So it's equal to, here is minus 7 squared. Therefore it's the root of what? It's 49. Therefore it's 7 units. So this is the length of this line from this point to this point. Okay, I think you are done. I think it's very clear for you to understand. Okay, so let's move to number 11. Let's move to question number 11. So question 11 is like this. Question 11, y is directly proportional to the is directly proportional to the square root of x. Okay, then part A, given that x is equal to 8 when y is equal to what? When y is equal to 16. Find the formula. Find the formula connecting x and what? And y. Okay. So here it's given that x is equal to 8 when y is equal to 16. Find the formula connecting x and y. So this is the topic of what? Of variation. Okay, so this is direct variation because here it's directly proportional. As one variable increases, the other variable increases. As another variable decreases, the other variable also decreases. So it's direct variation. Therefore, here it's y is directly proportional to the square root of x. So this is the relationship between the two. Okay, so after that, to remove this variation sign, we represent we replace it with is equal to a constant. So it becomes y is equal to k root of x. Then the question says, find the formula connecting x and y given x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 16. Therefore, just substitute the values. 16 is equal to what? 16 is equal to k root of 8. Okay. Therefore, to find the value of k here, we have to square this one, square this side, or we just have to divide. So k is equal to 16 over root of 8. But here we can write it as k is equal to 16 over what? Over root of 4 by 2. Therefore, k is equal to 2. Here it's 16. Here it's 2. Okay, so it becomes what? It becomes 2 here, 2 here, becomes 8. Therefore, k is equal to 8 over root 2. So this is the value of what? This is the value of what? This is the value of k. After that, we have to find the formula connecting x and y. Therefore, we have to take this value of k and replace here. Okay, so it becomes y is equal to 8 over root 2 root x. So this is the formula or the relationship of these two things. Okay, I think it's very clear. So this is direct variation. If you want me to explain you or to teach you about variation, just put in comment section, then I'll teach you all the types of variation if it's a difficult topic for you. Okay, so let's proceed. So this is the formula. Okay, let's move to part B. So part B says find the value of x. Part B, value of x when y is equal to what? 12. So we just have to substitute here. So y is equal to 8 over root of 2 root of x. So we have to find the value of x. So we have to substitute here. So here is 12 is equal to 8 over root 2 root x. So here gonna multiply. Here is 12 root 2 is equal to 8 root x. Therefore here we're gonna divide. So it's root x is equal to 12 root 2 over 8. Okay, so here I'm gonna simplify this one. If we simplify this one, we're gonna square here. To remove a square root, we square. Okay, if we square here, the square root becomes, it vanishes. Okay, and here we square because it's an equation. We square both sides. If we square here, our answer becomes is 12 root what? 12 root 2 or over 8 squared. Our answer becomes 4.5. So this is the value of x. Okay. So let's move to number 12. Let's move to number 12. Okay. So it's number of A. Evaluate 1/3 to the power -2. Okay. So laws of indices says that x to the power -a, it can be written as 1/x to the power a. Okay. So if it is like that, it is the same as 1/3 squared. I think it's very clear for you. So our answer becomes 1 squared is 1/3 squared is 9. So this is division. So it becomes 1 divided by 1/9. Therefore it's 1 multiplied by 9/1. Therefore our answer becomes 9. Very easy and straight to the point. Okay, so let's move to A part 2. If I'm moving too fast, you're gonna tell me in the comment section so that I will reduce speed in the next video. Okay, so A part 2 is 4 squared plus 4 to the power 0. Okay, so if x is raised to the power 0, any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay, so it becomes a to the power 2 is just same as 8 by 8. It gives us 16 plus 4 to the power 0 is 1. So our answer becomes 17. So this will be our final answer. Okay, let's move to the next equation, which is number 12, number 12b. Solve the equation. Solve the equation. So the equation 5 to the power a minus 1 is equals to 125. Okay, so if we have an equation of this kind, we have to make sure that the bases are equal. We have to convert this number to equal bases so that we just equate the powers and find out solution. Okay, so it becomes 5 to the power a minus 1. It becomes is equals to 125 is equal to 5 to the power 3. So it's 5 to the power of 3. Therefore, we have to equate these powers. So it's a minus 1 is equals to 3. Therefore, a is equals to 3 plus 1. A becomes 4. Okay, so a becomes 4. So this will be our final solution. Okay, let's move to number 13. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Okay, so this is number 13. Factorize completely. Okay, so question A is 5m squared minus 12. Okay, so we have to find the common terms between these two. Something that is common here and common here. So here it's 5. So it becomes 5m squared minus 4. But if we look deeply into this thing, we can see that this is a perfect square. So it becomes 5. Here it's m minus 2. Here it's m plus 2. So this will be our final solution. Okay, so this is m minus 3m plus 2. So we can reduce it to what? 5m minus 2m plus 2. This is the solution. We have completely factorized this expression. This is an expression. This is not an equation. It's an expression. We are not finding the value of this unknown, but we are just solving it according to the question. Okay, So let's move to number B, number 13B. Okay, number 13B simply says simplify 3x plus 3y over x squared minus y squared. Okay, is equal to, first let us factorize here, so it becomes 3. If we factor out 3, it becomes x plus y. But this is the difference of two squares, so it becomes what? X minus y, x plus y. So this one cancel out and becomes 3 over x minus y. Final solution. Very easy and straight to the point. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to be. So let's end here. Don't forget to come and see the next video. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Let's meet on the next video. Thank you.